a decent week or so for positive Xbox news. Go figure, right? So I think that everybody will want to definitely tune in and pay attention to this video. Look, as an Xbox fan, I want to see Xbox get as many games as possible. We like to see Xbox compete. We like to see Xbox be competitive. And, I honestly think that it's one of those things that, will they ever get it right? Listen, I don't really know. But what I do know is that this is a step in the right direction. They're acknowledging these things, and they're making it so that, we at least have an idea of what can change, and change is definitely needed. That's something that I feel like all of us can agree on. So I'm excited to get into this video. Should be a fun one. What's up, everybody? I'm the Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, of course, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel. It means a lot to me personally. Slap the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's not hurting anybody. It's actually the channel is slowly but surely growing a bit here lately, and I'm very thankful for that. You guys doing that really helps the channel continue to grow, and I'm just appreciative of that. So I do daily gaming content. If you didn't know, I try to be funny, informative, something crazy or whatever, but at the end of the day, there's not a lot of people out there doing daily gaming content. I have fun with it, so let's get started. I know a lot of people have asked when Final Fantasy 16 will come to Xbox, and Square actually gave a little bit of an answer. Producer Mr. Yoshida said that he wants to launch Final Fantasy on 16 at some point, but when will Xbox fans finally get the actual game? On that, he was a little bit less forthcoming. He said, and I quote, "Of course we did announce the PC version of the game, so looking forward and towards the Xbox version, we do want to release it on Xbox," according to a recent interview that he gave. But when it comes to the specifics, such as when the game would be available and such, we are not in a position to be able to share anything. Of course, I want to say that it's not as if there's zero hope, and we very much do want to achieve that. So players should not give up in terms of their hopes. Now, back in January, a report actually pegged Final Fantasy 16, then a PlayStation timed exclusive, as coming to Xbox at some point, though not anytime soon, and certainly not before the game's timed exclusivity period ran out this past summer. We've since seen some Final Fantasy 16 arrive on PC, of course, and there's been an incentive for Square to release their games wider, as it has admitted both Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth did not meet expectations in terms of their sales and things like that. Earlier this year, Square Enix said it was aggressively pursuing a multi-platform strategy, including Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PCs, to try and turn its financials around. So it all sounds like an Xbox launch will happen at some point, and potentially also a version for Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Again, really kind of interesting the way that this has kind of happened in terms of being able to get the games on Xbox and things like that. Again, saying that there's zero hope and things like that, I think is a really good thing. Earlier, like last September, it was actually kind of hinted at from a leaker that Final Fantasy 16 was headed to it, and Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster was a more immediate game coming. So again, we'll have to probably wait a little bit more and see how this kind of fleshes out. But again, it is nice to see that we are starting to see them talk about Xbox in that kind of vein of, hey, we're going to do what we can to actually go out there and make sure that Xbox fans have these kind of games. We've been waiting a long time, and honestly, I feel like this is something that so many people kind of really want to see or whatever. So there's no specific release date despite the confirmation of interest. Yoshida said they're not in their position. There's been considerable interest and speculation among gamers, with some sources and Xbox community members expressing excitement and also impatience over the potential Xbox release. Speculation ranges to probably sometime in 2025 based on various discussions and reports, and nothing has been officially confirmed by Square beyond the interest in making it happen. The sentiment of platforms, like Twitter/X shows a mix of anticipation as well as some frustration with fans, with some posts humorously or earnestly questioning the delay, given that Final Fantasy XVI has already released on PlayStation 5 and PC. The situation does reflect Square Enix's ongoing strategy to broaden accessibility, like I mentioned earlier. So, we'll have to see if that's something that can continue to, be worked out. I hope that in terms of Xbox, we could see more games like this, hoping that kind of comes about and things like that. So, I've seen a lot of Xbox fans on one end really just go, oh man, we really need the Final Fantasy games. And I think that's a big IP not to be on Xbox, if you kind of know what I'm saying. Honestly, when you think about all the big Xbox brands and that kind of stuff, I think it's kind of clear that we want to see these games on Xbox. You might look to me and go, okay, well, do you want to see it personally? Like, maybe I'd play it. I don't know. Like, it's not really something that that I'm like super into in terms of, I've played a lot of these games or whatever. I honestly think that they just belong on Xbox as well, because it's a third-party release, and I think these big third-party releases definitely need to go everywhere and come to everything. And I hope that is the case kind of going forward, just because fans, I think the fans deserve it. There's a lot of long-suffering Xbox fans. I know some of you don't realize that or whatever, but I hope and I hope that we see that. I hope that we see that. And I hope that we see, fans be able to kind of get what they want. I would love to see that in the future. Just from the fact that, Xbox has been trying to do things better and better of people kind of seeing their favorite games, and again, will we ever see something like this in the future where games are skipping Xbox so much? I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I think that's something that we won't know for a long time. But it is nice to see anyway that Xbox has kind of at least attempting to kind of reach out and fix things with Square, because there was an issue there, right? Like, whatever the reason may be, maybe it's that back end stuff that I covered in previous videos. That back end stuff can be a pain in the ass for developers, and if that's the case, then why would developers bother putting their games on Xbox? But now it looks like we do have a situation where they're starting to pay a little bit of attention. Is it a little bit too little, too late? I think, that's something that realistically, I don't know. It really kind of comes down to if fans really want to or not. If fans are really looking for this stuff, then guess what? Hey, all the better, right? All the better. I hope that that's something that we all get, is like the games that we're looking for. And I think that's something that we realistically, as fans, have to look at and say, okay, well, are they doing a good enough job of, providing us the things that we want? That is something that, we'll have to answer. And I think we have to speak with our wallets as well, because, again, at the end of the day, it really kind of all comes down to that. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Like, are you guys excited about the Final Fantasy situation? Do you guys want to see Final Fantasy come to Xbox? Has it been long enough? Like, for me, I think it's been, an incredibly long wait. And, I think that it's more than about time that we get this stuff coming to Xbox. It makes sense, honestly. So, again, we'll see what's up. We'll see if this actually happens or comes through. The exclusivity deal has definitely ran through, and again, that's something that we've got to kind of look at and go, okay, well, right now it is an amazing time to kind of be an Xbox gamers. They need to kind of do that to get people excited about the future and the potential future of Xbox, right? Because a lot of people think that it doesn't have a future. So if it does, this is probably where it starts a bit. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Slap that like button. I appreciate it. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, and I will catch you next time. Have a great day. Crap gamer